was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And an alley to run. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a handoff looking right, and that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Play action. Now Peterman. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Peterman, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 3rd and goal, Peterman, and that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. for Christian McCaffrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
To throw is Price. To throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Price. From the gun, he'll throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
From midfield now, here's Peterman. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind Of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for the Jets. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Looking to throw. Price. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Price operating from the gun. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And an alley to run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Price off play action. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Price now, throwing on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw is Price. Off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Price, throwing on third and long. Buying time to his left. Throwing deep for Stewart. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Peterman on second down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. From the gun, it's Peterman. And the pressure gets to him again. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Price. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back to throw. Price. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Preston Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Price. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Here's Peterman to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Defense showing blitz. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go now. Green 3.
They go play action now. Peterman. Flushed out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd down, it's Bowers. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Price, off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tanner Vallejo coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw. Price. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. In motion, Gronkowski. Price now to throw on 3rd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Price. Operating from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Patriots, they've extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here's Price. Throwing to start the drive. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Price. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Price off the play fake. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Price, off play action. And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Peterman. And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And they'll go on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Peterman. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now they try the right side here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Price. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Price now looking to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left and got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Here we go.
To throw is Price. Back to the air on second down. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get,
and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Price on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Price to throw on 2nd down. Escaping, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, Peterman going to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Price. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Price. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Price now. From the gun, he'll throw. Push. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And this looks to probably be the final play. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.